Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and I'm about to leave work. Hallelujah in the name. So hopefully nothing will change, and tomorrow I will only have to come in for 4 hours. I want to come in only because at my job, they will try you and be like, oh no, I'm gonna call you off, but we need you to come in on your second day that is supposed to be off or whatever. I ain't got time for it. So I want to get these 4 hours out the way and get back to the house and go to sleep, clean, do whatever I got to do for tomorrow now, just to make sure for future reference. So today is supposed to be my last day of the work week. There's this woman who ain't been there for like the last week and a half, maybe 2, and she came back today. And so we had been trying to figure out what in the world was going on. Come to find out, she kept taking off because she had to bury her brother. But yeah, that's what was going on, because we kept trying to figure out, like, what in the world? They keep putting a name on the list. We not seeing her. So we looking like, okay, is she supposed to work or not? Because if she is, we ain't seeing her, so where is she? And she came today, and the guy who has the 2 kids, he said something, and she was like, well, I was out, I had to bury my brother. And we were like, oh my gosh. Like, because we just did not expect that to be the reason why she wasn't at work. But Lord, I'm talking about, when I tell you everybody is going through. So anyway, move this out my eye. Ooh, y'all, I gotta, do I need to pause it? Do I mean, I might skip the free thing today, because I'm hungry and I'm ready to go home, and I'm excited because tomorrow is going to be my last day of the work week, because I have to get drafted. Anyway, y'all, so today I had a good day at work. I ended up working in the new department, and it was fun. It was my partner and the young dude. We were all back there. So it actually turned out pretty good. Everything went by quickly, so that was good. That was another thing. So it just ended up working out so well. And so the young dude's gonna tell me, the 3 of us need to be the people who they always have back here. And I was like, now, you know, that's not what they're gonna do. But anyway, yeah, it was very interesting, and I enjoyed myself. And so I had to explain to him, I was like, he is completely different from his raggedy cousin. He believes in teamwork. Like, I won't even need him, and he will just come over to my side and start doing stuff. Like, that's whether we're upstairs or back there. And it's natural to us, for us to just run to go and do something for the other person, because again, we believe in teamwork. I just don't understand why she doesn't have the same work ethic. He is younger than her. She like 42 years old. He is knocking on 30's door, I think. Yeah. And the only reason why I know that is because maybe a week ago he was talking about, well, yeah, this year, 10 years ago, I went somewhere and I couldn't drink. And I was like, why is that? Because you were underage? He was like, yep, I wasn't 21 yet. So I was like, oh, Lord, how old are you? But I think he's like knocking on 30's door. So anyway, y'all, we were talking about how a lot of people are going to be getting fired. Certain people in particular will be getting fired because they don't show up to work. People who, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had to, wait a minute. Let me rewind. So tell me, when I came in the door, I was like, okay, I already know where I'm at. I'm good. I ain't really got to worry about no meeting, because we don't have no meeting when we're back there, right? Well, I looked at the paperwork for tomorrow, the schedule for tomorrow, and they changed me to a whole nother department. I was like, what y'all not finna do is this. You're not finna have me come in on my day off and have me working with the side heifer. That's what we not finna do. So they gonna switch me from the most hated department to her department, and then I'm gonna have to do the most hated task on top of that. I was like, no, what we not finna do is that. So I went to the staffing office, and the person that was in there, normally she do what I tell her to do. You know, I ain't really trying to say it like that, but I'm just saying, like, if I tell her a situation and it makes sense, she's like, oh, okay. So I was like, so why you got me and the side heifer in the same department. Why can't her own partner, somebody who is in that department, be over there with her, even though it's somebody who she hates? And I'm like, he the type of person, he'll work with whoever. He don't care, even if it's her. And it's like, she got to do what she got to do, and he gonna, leave and go on his breaks and do what he need to do. But I personally would rather not have any dealings with her. I don't want to have to do nothing. And the way it's set, the way it's set up, I ain't got to work for 4 hours. She got to work the whole shift. Now, she don't mind because the married man gonna be there. The married man, she's screwing. So, she don't mind that. And just like today, she came in for 4 hours and his car wasn't there. And she left right back out. And I was like, oh, I can't believe that. You decided to roll out with the quickness. And I looked, I was like, because I clocked out pretty, y'all, I'll be back. Because here I go with the phone calls. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Okay, so this boy done called me, and he in his feelings. He in his feelings. Because he asked me a question, and I told him what I was going to do, or what might happen. And he got in his feelings. It's funny. Okay, so I told him, I said, I got to come to work and work for 4 hours tomorrow. And then I am going to, today, what I'm about to do is I'm heading home. I done washed my car. I'm about to go and steam this box. Ooh, child. I've been laughing all day, y'all. My bad. Anyway, I need to wash my hair too. Only because of what I put in it is now trying to do something, and I don't like what it looked like. So, I was going to wash it anyway, but when, I don't know. And I don't know what I'm going to do to it because I'm just trying to do random stuff until it's time for me to do it for the music festival. Yay! What else? But yeah. So he over here talking about, then I said I might be getting me a piece. I might be getting something or whatever. So he was like, see how you do me? I was like, what are you talking about? It's so funny. I was like, well, I don't know what you mean. He was like, you mean to tell me that you gonna let somebody else that probably got to come from all the way out of town be the one to get some of that? I've been asking you for I don't know how. I said, sir, you have in-house box. You have in-house box. If I had in-house peen, I would be wearing that person out. The person that I am now is not the person that I was when I was with my ex. I'm just saying. The sex drive. I feel sorry for whoever get what they gonna get whenever I do decide to not be celibate. I'm sorry. It's just gonna be a wrap. Ooh, let me go get some gas because I keep on forgetting. I'm not about to run out of nothing. I just legit keep forgetting. I have days when I want to do it, and this new schedule just threw me all the way off. And then me not being able to sleep because of ignorant people that live above me, another added annoyance. So yeah, so he keep on saying stuff to me, and I'm like, boy. So then while we was working together today, he gonna say to me, when you gonna let me do this, that, and the other to you? I'm like, boy, if I was to ever put it on you, you'll be to lost your mind. Look, wait a minute, let me tell you what I told him. I was like, I told him you will be to sat up there and you will be forsaking your whole family because you would have lost your mind. I told him you gonna act just like Krishan. Krishan Rock is who you gonna be acting like. This heifer don't care. Now, I understand that she gave context. as to what was going on about her daddy, but it is still a cycle. If you don't know about what's going on, let me tell you. So as far as Krishan Rock is concerned, Krishan Rock is the person who is dating Blueface, the rapper. They are in a beyond toxic relationship. He done knocked the teeth out of her head. She done got new teeth. One of her teeth that she removes all the time has his face on it. She got tattoos of him all on her body. So I heard, I've seen the tattoos and things. I don't understand, because before she got with him, she sounded different. She looked different. She seemed like she had a promising future, as if she was actually somebody and cared about herself. But she's with him, and to me, now I'm kind of understanding why she is the way she is. Because unless she's lying, her father is the reason why she is the way she is. From what she tweeted and then deleted, she said that her daddy strung her mama up to a tree, tied her mama up to a tree outside or something to beat her because she was loud in the house from him beating her and all this other stuff. So this is something that needed to happen. This was a long time coming anyway, and all of this. And I'm like, Lord. So you were a part of a cycle. Okay. Now it's making sense, like I said, as to why these things are happening. So yeah, can you move out my way, baby? I got to go. Thank y'all. So y'all, I'm about to get gas, which means I got to take my phone out here with me to do what I gotta do, because that's the way I pay, is with my phone through the app. So yeah, I will be back to finish what all has been going on. All right, y'all. Okay, so I'm back. So let me try to hurry up and tell y'all what I gotta tell y'all so I can go in the house, because I gotta go inside, I gotta wash some clothes, and I'm trying to motivate myself, y'all, because when I'm depressed, I'm not motivated to do nothing. My house has been getting out of order. It ain't the worst that it's ever been in my life, but it's not, it ain't what it need to be. So I'm trying to motivate myself so that I can go in here and do certain things. So I'm washing clothes. I'm gonna wash a load of clothes, my work clothes. And as they're washing, I'm gonna straighten up and do certain things while it's washing before I leave out to go and ultimately go have my clothes dried. Because as y'all already know, they haven't come to redo the outlet. So in the meantime, in between time, let me tell y'all what's been going on. Okay, so the young dude continuously rolls up, talking about some, when can he get a piece? I'm like, what are you talking about? You have in-house box. You have in-house box. Why is it that you take it upon yourself to try to roll up on me when you have in-house box? All you gotta do is roll over and it's right there. You claim that you like to do certain things, and certain things be going on. So he gonna tell me today, oh well, I don't do nothing with her until 2 weeks after her period done went off. I said, why you wait so long? He was like, that's just, I don't know, that's just something that I do. So the other day, he went and got some slob on my knob like corn on the cob from someone. The woman was like, that's all I want. I don't even want nothing else. I don't want you to have sex with me. I just want to do that for you. And did what she did to him. And I'm just like, boy, you need to stop. You need to act right. So in his mind, he doing right. And I'm like, but you're not. You know you ain't doing right. But anyway, child, I just be rolling my eyes at him. And I'm like, you have a roster. He gonna say, I ain't got no roster. I done got rid of my hoes. I'm like, no, you didn't. You have a roster. I'm not about to be a part of a rotation. I ain't desperate enough. I'm not desperate enough to sit up there and be like, ooh, let me try to get in where I fit in. Like, no. And as I keep telling him, little does he know, I have a really, really, really high sex drive. Therefore, what I want, if I get started, I'm going to want it all the time. And you're not going to be able to provide what I want. And then I might sit up here and be done did something with you. If you were single and I done did something with you, and if it's halfway decent, I'm going to want it on the regular. And then if it's not decent at all, I'm going to be mad because I done gave it up to you and you were trash. Like, no, I don't have time for that. So anyway, like, he be like, you don't understand. He over here just really trying to play it like he really got it like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what they all say. And then everybody who say all that, who talk all that trash, they be straight trash. So anyway, then he gonna tell me, yesterday he missed out on his opportunity. I said, what opportunity? You ain't had no opportunity yesterday. He was like, yes, I did. I guess he's trying to insinuate that he had an opportunity to, I guess, yank me up or try to do something. And I'm like, but you didn't though. You did not have any opportunities, because if you had to try, somebody would have kicked you in your nuts. And I had my mace on me. I had both of them. Because when I left my car, I had the one that had my car keys. And I had my other one that's on my wallet that does the blue. It'll spray blue in your face. So yeah, I had both. So, I mean, if I would have had to fight, I would have fought. But I don't think he would have did nothing. So, that's why I wasn't scared to go nowhere with him. Like, you're not going to try me. You're not going to go any further than what I want anybody to go. If I can tell you on that type of time where you going to try to rape me or something like that, that psycho that keeps trying to reach out to me, then I know how to handle you. I have my weaponry. So anyway, yeah, I told him you weren't gonna be able to do nothing. I don't know where you keep getting this notion from that you were gonna be able to do anything, because you weren't. You don't have permission, and I'm not the side heifer. I told him that if you think you're gonna get all of that, you better go ahead and go talk to her, because that's somebody who is gonna bend to your will and who is willing to sit up there and be a dummy for you. You can go find you somebody that'll be a fool for you. I ain't got time for it. So he gonna tell me that he really did cut off all the people except for like one person. She's somebody who's single, but everybody else was like married or engaged and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, why do y'all get married? Then the sex be trash with the person you got married to. Let me guess, you got married to him because y'all, it was a financial situation, or because y'all got pregnant and y'all thought that was the way. I'm sick and tired of people getting married because somebody got pregnant. That don't mean you need to get married because you got pregnant. That just means you got pregnant and y'all need to just take care of the child. Y'all need to co-parent. That does not mean, oh, time to get married. That stigma has to go away. It's stupid. So anyway, what else? Despite the young dude being crazy and losing his mind thinking that he gonna be able to do anything with me, especially as somebody who basically has a girlfriend, because one minute he'll say all this to me and in the same breath he'll be like, that's my baby, talking about his baby mama. But you think that I will be turned on or want to do anything with you when you are continuously talking about her? Like, you can't even be on the phone you can't even be on the phone with her in front of me without letting her know, hey, we together. Like, I'm pretty sure you didn't tell her that you and I were at the store together. We wasn't doing nothing inappropriate. So it just is what it is. Oh, what I did forget to mention that happened yesterday was, before we ended up randomly linking up and going to the grocery store, we were at work. So I was in my department and he was the breaker. So he broke the side heifer out. So luckily, like, when she go to break is when he over there. So, you know, we had moments where we could talk. So he's really been trying to get down to the bottom of why I've been depressed. Now, despite him being trifling in his personal life when it comes to being faithful and all of that, he is decent when it comes to, like, being able to read some people. And he really does seem to be genuinely concerned and wanting to know, like, what's going on with you, want to make sure you're all right and all this other stuff. Okay. So he rolled up on me and he was like, now what's going on? What's really wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. Because I've been depressed and sad and all this stuff. And he was like, well, what's going on with you? Like, why do you feel that way? I'm keep telling him, just like I tell everybody else, I really don't know. So he was like, you must be thinking about your mama. I'm like, yeah, I think of my mama all the time, but I don't know what is like making it so, it's just having a hold on me in this way this time. I don't know what it is, this bout of depression. And so he was like, it's something to do with your mama. And I was like, I mean, I have no idea. I think it's more than that. I'm not sure. But it's weighing heavy on me, and I really don't be wanting to do nothing except sleep. I want to be temporarily entertained by some of these TV shows that I watch. Like The Handmaid's Tale was awesome. The Handmaid's Tale was awesome. What else did I watch? Oh, The Sandman has been awesome. I should have been done with that, but I've been watching a few things that have been making me happy. So, you know, I'll watch those to escape my reality, and then I will go to sleep when I can. Y'all. Oh, so he ended up like hugging me, and he was like, do you need a hug? I was like, no, not really. He was like, are you sure? I was like, I I mean, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Like I told y'all before, I cannot hide how I feel. So it's written all over my face. Like if I do not like you, I cannot fake the funk. Like, oh, let me fake like I'm, okay and happy and whatever, despite them being over here. No. Like when the side heifer rolled up on me yesterday to myself, oh, these are my resources with an attitude. I said, okay. Like I know my face scrunched up a little bit. I recall my voice kind of sounding like attitude a little bit because she had an attitude. So it's like I'm giving you what you're giving me. And I'm already not here for you because you're trash. You're trash and you be trying me for no reason. Like you literally have no reason. I still cannot understand. Like one day I feel that I'm going to set it off. I feel like I'm going to read her and tell her about herself, which is basically telling the truth. And I feel like I'm going to just be like, for somebody who is older than me, you would think that you would have more sense or have some sense to begin with. What you need to understand is that I have no interest in him, that married man. He belongs to a whole other woman. Another woman has papers on him. If he was to die right now, if everything is the way that it should be, you would have no claim to anything that he has. The baby mama or baby mamas would be able to get what they're going to get because Social Security for the children and whatever else or whatever, because apparently he be spending time with his kids or whatever. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of people who are trash, but they spend time with their kids and do what they're supposed to do for their kids. But I'm just saying. Anyway, I don't think he had any kids with the wife, but the wife would be able to have one leg up on you. And I'm just saying, like, you would have nothing. You would have nothing if he was to die right now, except the memories of y'all screwing. And I'm just like, I just feel like I would really want to read her and to really help her to understand how much I know about her that she don't know that I know, like about the weed selling business that she got out the truck that she be doing at work. I mean, do what y'all do, but I'm just saying, like, don't tempt me because there are things that I know. There are things that I know. You be screwing at work. People done walked up on you screwing. Walked up on you providing fellatio to this man, this other woman's man. You're trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you just have too much audacity for me. And again, the main thing that you need to understand, ma'am, is that I have no interest in him. He is somebody who I would not even give a hug to. The way he hawks up spit, I just feel like all kinds of diseases and just sickness is all up and through whatever it is that he releases from his mouth. If y'all were to hear it and if y'all were to see it, y'all be like, oh no. So why would you think I would want him to kiss me here or below? Because that's what you're going to have to do if you come over here. Why would you think that I would want to put my lips anywhere on his body? I ain't talking about a peck on the cheek or nothing. I don't want to touch you. Why would I want him to put any part of himself inside of me? Why? Why would you think I would have the slightest interest in that? That's what I would want to know. Like, I'm just saying, like I already explained to y'all before, he's not an ugly person. It's just he looks so dusty. He done fell off. Like, if you were to saw him when I first came there versus now, it's like night and day. And I'm talking about even before he caught COVID. I don't know what it was. It's just like, it just becomes less and less attractive as the days go by. And I'm just like, And you think somebody want that? I don't. Now, the other people who are on the roster do. Yeah, let me go ahead and enlighten you on that. You probably might be dumb enough to be fine with this, but don't know if you noticed or not, but he's had all kinds of other random heifers off up in your truck screwing them while you were up here at work looking a fool. But you worried about me. You need to worry about yourself and your son. That's what you need to worry about. That's what you need to worry about, because I'm worried about me and mine. I'm not worried about your existence. Thanks. Like, I'm just like, y'all, I really be minding my business, and then she'll like Like I told y'all yesterday, she all in my mouth while I'm minding my business. Okay, so since you want to keep looking over here, let me bend all the way over so you can get this full moon view of my behind. Because ain't no reason for you to keep looking over here. I'm doing my job and then some. Why are you looking over here? But anyway, y'all, I just be like, girl. Oh, I ended up seeing the girl who was upset because people were lying, talking about she wasn't up there doing the most hated tasks. Nobody saw her for an hour. Then my supervisor, she told me today, she said my supervisor was talking sideways to her and he needed to learn how to talk to people. I was like, oh God. Now, when the divorced man was still doing the same job that I do, one time he came at him sideways and he said something to me about it. I was like, what? Now, this is before I ever had an encounter with him. So I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man, he better get it. I was like, oh my God. Y'all don't understand because of where he's from. Y'all, I had to calm him down. He was finna cuss him out, meaning he was finna get fired. It was finna be bad. He was gonna get fired if he would have said what he wanted to say to that man. I had to calm him down that day. It was terrible. So anyway, yeah, it was a lot that was going on. But he do got some stuff with him because he's tried me before. And I had to look at him like, I know he ain't talking to me, so let me ignore him. And it was something I didn't do. So it's like, what are you talking about? And I understand that you're under a lot of pressure because you are a supervisor, but you cannot then take that frustration out on the people who are working below you, who essentially are the ones that are making the money for you and the people above you. So y'all need to stop. Anyway, I think that I said it on one of my other little takes that I'm taking out, but just in case I didn't, I think I did. About the woman, she hadn't been there in a while because she had to bury her brother. Her brother had passed away and she had to bury him. That's very, very, very tragic. I cannot tell how old she is, so I think she's older than me, unless she's just one of those people that ages badly. So I have no idea how old she would be to kind of gauge how old the brother was. But even if she is as old as I think she might be, her brother was still kind of young considering what I deem her age to possibly be. I think she might have been like 40s or 50s. So they might have been around the same age. That's still pretty young. Yeah, y'all. I don't remember if I think I didn't. I think I didn't add this back in. But just in case I did, I think I didn't. So I don't know if any of y'all have seen the most recent foolishness between Chrisean Rock and Blueface. If you don't know who they are, he is a rapper and she is a TV personality. She actually was going to be somebody. She's on some reality TV show now that comes on Zeus, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you normally see her in the tabloids and on TMZ and all these other little things where people have caught video footage of them arguing and fighting. They beat each other up like it's stupid. She stay missing a tooth. The tooth that gets missing actually has a picture of his face on it. It's ridiculous, y'all. She tattooed her body up with him on her and all this other stuff. So what most recently happened within the last 24 hours is that he beat her daddy down. So all of us were like, ma'am, what you mean this man beat your daddy down? And then he came back behind it and was like, she don't need a daddy. I'm her daddy now. What? Now, he already was toxic before that. But she decided to come back behind him and say something to the effect of, this is the same father that tied my mama up to a tree outside and was beating her because she was loud after he was beating her inside the house. And this is something that I had to see as a 7-year-old child or something like that. And my thing is this. Okay, ma'am, I understand that this man was terrible to your mama and y'all. But you do realize that there is a direct link to why you live for Blueface. Blueface is your daddy. Your daddy is Blueface. Y'all are one and the same. They are literally one and the same. You need to rid yourself of Blueface. This is stupid. I just cannot. I cannot with this this unnecessary toxicity, y'all. I just can't. So yeah, despite the fact that her daddy trash, that don't mean it gives him a license to go around beating her daddy up. And for her to basically back him up, like she backs him up no matter what's going on. Beating each other up is not love. She is the type of person that she is basically choosing to accept knowing that he is cheating on her day in and day out, but praying that she don't find out, because when she find out, she be wanting to fight him. She breaks his phones. She snatches his phones. That's one of the reasons why they stay getting into fights. And it's like, girl, why do you stay with him? I cannot be that person. I had started getting to a point where I was seeing stuff that my ex was doing. I knew he was trying me. I knew it. When I tell y'all, there were so many instances where things were clearly revealed to me. But it never was a situation where I was like, oh, well, I'm going to beat this person down. I'm going to go upside their head. I'm going to poison them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. None of the stuff that all these other people do. None of the lengths that all these other people go to. I really sat there and thought about it. I was like, let me approach him about it. Because in the past, he would try me and be like, oh, well, if you don't have proof, then it didn't happen. But all the while, he'd be cheating on me. So basically, if I don't walk in a room and see him cheating with my own two eyes and pretty much record it, then it didn't happen. Yeah, y'all. So there were times that I would see the evidence and I would ask him, I would be stupid and be like, hey, so, instead of like straight out asking at first, I would say to him like, hey, is there anything that I need to be doing? Anything that I can better myself in doing so that our relationship can strengthen? Like, I would ask all this stuff knowing good and well this man was cheating. As if it was something that I was lacking when it wasn't. 99% of the time, it was not. It was nothing that I could have done. He just was trash to me. He just felt like I ain't lived life. Let me go out here and be thotted and bopping. Let me be out here doing what I want to do. Why is this man walking in the middle of the street? And he better not walk up on my car. I don't like when people do that. We got 2 whole sidewalks, and he just up here walking and looking up in people's cars. Let me lock my door. Y'all, if y'all hear a knock, I'm going to kind of have it turned to the side because y'all going to see that somebody about to walk by if you walk all the way up here. But anyway, look like he going to the sidewalk now because I'm like, why are you walking in the middle of the street? People are weird sometimes. I don't have time. Because I will go upside somebody head. I already told y'all. I got my shovel in the car still. I will go upside somebody's head. I do not have time for it. Anyway, y'all, my bad. But yeah, as far as Chrisean Rock is concerned, I just cannot. Like, girl, why don't you want better for yourself? Zeus done gave her a decent enough check to where she can be all the way done with him. I don't feel like she got with him and loves him because he has money. Some people trying to say, oh, because of the money. Like the young dude, he was like, I was like, no, I don't think that's what it is, because she had stuff going for herself before she ever met him. And she did. But anyway, y'all, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I needed to tell y'all, but because I was so exhausted, y'all, I was so tired. I've been so tired the last couple of days. I would come in, eat, and then go lay down and wait until they're quiet enough and hope I don't wake up. Hope I don't wake up to them, doing the most. Now tell me why when I pulled up, they out on the balcony doing the most. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell y'all was yesterday. I left out to go to work, 2 days ago. And then the way it is the way my shift goes, I leave out the house. By the time my shift start, it's the new day. So basically 2 days ago, at 11 o'clock p.m., after 11 o'clock p.m., tell me why the mama of the folks that live above me, they be making all the racket, all the noise in the world. She had the audacity to be up with them, teaching them, celebrate good times. Come on, why? And then, happy birthday to you. I was like, why are you up after 11 o'clock p.m. teaching these children that are always stomping, running, jumping, skipping, hopping, and rolling, and rocking and rolling everything across the floor all day, songs? Why? Yo, I was so tired. I was like, oh, Lord, I'm so glad I'm going to work. It didn't make no sense. After 11 o'clock p.m., why? Why are you up teaching them music? Why are you up teaching them those songs? I was just so confused. Like, why? They should be in the bed. All of them are under the age of 6. All of them. All of them. What are you doing? Why are they in the bed? Why they got no bed schedule, Jesus? Like, Lord, y'all, I be so tired. But the only see, that's the reason why I'm behind. I'm even further behind on certain things. I was going to do the recap review of Love and Marriage Huntsville that day when I did the 2 recap reviews of the other show. It was Queen Sugar. Because I had started getting behind on Queen Sugar. I'm like, man, ain't nobody got time to get behind already off rip. So, y'all, I might end up combining that. I have no idea if I'm going to combine that. But it is what it is, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I'm going to combine this and I guess 1 or 2 other videos. Right now, the video that I'm on right now is 24 minutes long. Okay? 24 and a half. I don't know how much the other ones were, but I tried. Every time I try to get on here, people start calling me and doing all kinds of random stuff. But anyway, y'all, I hope I can get these blemishes gone, because y'all, my face be breaking out and I be like, ooh, I got to bust this, and then I end up creating these blemishes, child. It's sad. It is sad. My face was doing the most the other day. I was like, So, y'all, I got to get my life together. Get all the way back alkaline. That's one of the main things I got to do. But anyway, let me get off here. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful weekend. Y'all be safe out there. Take care of yourselves. I will see y'all later on. Have a good day. Bye.